This lure is almost 50 years old. In today's video, we're gonna put this 50-year-old fishing lure to the test. It came out in 1972. It's a topwater prop style lure, just about as interesting as it probably gets when you find lures from the 1970s. It's nothing really super special about it, besides the fact that it came out in 1972, and there's a guy holding pictures of big bass on the front of the package of the lure, so it's gotta work, right? We're gonna find out today, and I'm gonna tell you, the lure from 1972 can still catch fish. I'll see you guys in the water. First fish on the boat. Let's go. Alright guys, we're at my apartment. I want to do a little bit of a run through of these lures, do like a breakdown of the lures just because I'm here at the apartment and I can. But we're gonna go fishing here in about roughly 5-10 minutes, so you guys stay tuned for the rest of that. But I have a ton of these lures. I have them in a Bass Pro bag. I didn't get these from a Bass Pro. I didn't get these from a Goodwill. I didn't get these from anywhere that you can buy vintage stuff. I actually had these in my family. So my grandpa, before he had passed, he had a ton of extra tackle in the attic for some reason. I mean, everything from these lures to I believe there's a couple other lures, just old rods and reels and stuff like that. Because what the lures I'm going to be using today, guys, is very unique to say the least. So this is one color of it, but this is probably the best representation of it right there. But this is the first one I just grabbed out of the bag right there. You guys can kind of see it. It's a prop style bait. I actually already have one of these tied on in a different color, but this is their bigger size. This is, I don't know how much it weighs because it doesn't tell you how much it weighs in the back of the box, but I actually did some research on these lures. I posted about it to my Instagram. Apparently, the patent for these lures is from 1971. These lures came out in 1972. So I had originally thought these lures were maybe like 30 years old at most. No, these lures are almost 50 years old. So I'm really excited to try them out. They're very vintage. The hooks probably aren't any good. They're definitely interesting style lures. But I'm gonna show you guys the one I got tied on. I have that bigger black color. I have the smaller marble color, which is the one I'll probably be trying today, just cause I don't know, it's the first one I put on. I have a few of these different lures in different colors that, you know, honestly is kind of like my secret stash, because you never know if these lures might be that good. So these are technically called the Diamond Rattler. They're made by Captain Jim Strader Diamond Eye Lures. On the very front cover, you have Roland Martin right there with a big old bag on Lake Seminole, which is ironic because Lake Seminole is really close to where I'm at in Tallahassee. So it's ironic that, you know, there's a picture with a guy catching fish on Lake Seminole on my local lake. That just goes to show you that these probably work pretty well. Hopefully, we're gonna get out to trying them today. Those lures look really good. They have rattles in them. They have little diamond eyes. The paint jobs look great still, even 30, 40, 50 years later. I don't know when these lures were in the store and when they were bought. I'm really excited to try these lures. I've been actually meaning to make a video on this for probably a year now. I've just been wanting the actual quality to go into the video, and I don't want to waste my time with it. Hopefully, put these lures to test. I'm gonna go video a little bit of the action, just to give you all a little bit closer up of the lure right there. That is the lure. And that white and black marble color right there. It's 50 years old. Paint job still looks great. You got tiny little rattles in there. There's the hooks. Hooks look like almost like they could work in salt water, but they're sliding off my nails, so they're not sharp at all, to be honest with you. And then you have little props. So this is kind of like a devil's horse, but smaller. I mean, that's kind of like the only reason why I don't use a devil's horse is because it's so freaking big. And that right there is just a smaller version of a devil's horse, which is mighty interesting. So I'm excited to go try these out today. These might actually be really good lures, and I don't even know yet. Let us get out on the water and go put these lures to the test. I'll see you guys there. Alright guys, we're out of the pond. I got one of the Diamond Rattlers tied on. I also want to show you guys in the box one more time what we got. This is the black color. I brought one extra, so if we break off twice, we're hecked for the rest of the day. So the pond we've been fishing today is a little bit higher up than normal right now because we've had tropical storms run through here. We've had hurricanes run through here. We're probably going to be seeing a lot of suspended fish, which is a great thing because right now, Florida, it's actually kind of cooler today, so it's actually starting to become more of a fall transition. We're like right on the edge, so it might be some good fishing today. I'm actually kind of excited because the last time the water was up this high, they were hitting in like 6 inches of water. So, and I'm using a relatively small lure. Today's setup that I'm using is a 7.3 medium heavy, a heavy by Dobbins classification. I don't really know why they call it a heavy. Besides the point, I'm using a Corrado DC with 40-pound braid to a 17-pound monofilament leader. Probably gonna do pretty decent today. I have a good feeling, at least relatively. I only brought one rod, and that's for this other rod's not for this, but I only brought one rod to see if we can catch fish on just this topwater lure. I'm really excited to go try it out. I'm gonna do a little bit of a B-roll, maybe talk a little bit more about the lure. I'm not really sure, but I'm gonna get out there and start fishing. First fish on the vintage lure. Let's go, baby. He destroyed it. Let's freaking go. Well, it doesn't catch giants, I'll tell you all that much. It does not catch giant bass like the picture told me it would. So I'm gonna get this guy unhooked or take a couple pictures with him, and we're gonna get him back in the water. All right, guys, we're gonna put him off to the side over here so that I can try to see if I can catch another fish from that spot. There you go. Thanks for biting, buddy. There's schooling out in here right now. It's actually kind of fire. Oh, I just missed one. Dang it. Dude, they hit this so cool. You gotta like place it right in the good spot though. These fish are really particular about where they want this bait right now. Oh, there's ants on my feet. There we go. Water skim in. A little bit bigger one. Let's go. He's a little bit bigger. That's always good. We want bigger. All right, guys. Second fish today on the Diamond Rattler. This lure might be the summertime juice I'm figuring out. It's because it's catching fish just like any other lure would. But this fish is a little bit bigger. Had to take a guess 14, 15 inches maybe. He'd be a bag fish, but let's let him go. Bye, buddy. Swam off all on his own. Decent fish. Guys, I want to see if I can get a little action shot of the action of this lure in the water for you to see if I can show in the video. That's what it's doing. It's kind of like a plopper style bait, but if you guys have ever seen a devil's horse, this is like the more original version of the devil's horse. What it does, those props go crazy whenever you pop your rod. You can use this thing, burn it just like a whopper plopper, but preferably I like just popping it once or twice and then reeling it a little bit. I've kind of learned to have a cadence with it. It's usually big pop or two big pops and then wait like 10 seconds. I'm learning that that's probably my best cadence so far. I mean, literally it's just this. Oh, I just got waked, dude. But I've learned that in the shallower areas, you have to slow down because those fish can look at it more. So you have to let it look more natural, as if it was a fish floating up to the top waiting for a fly or something. But that last fish hit, I think I was going slower and slower, but at first I started out fast and then slowed down, and that's when he bit. And that was what that fish bit on. So hopefully I can replicate that bite again, because there's more than one fish in this little puddle right here. Let's see if I can find the other ones. Oh my God, that was a good one. No, are you kidding me? Dude, what? All right, guys, we are walking back to the truck because I just lost one of the lures, which kind of maybe just a little upset just because there's a little sentimental value there, so it's just kind of tough losing one. Thing is, I have like 20, so it doesn't matter. I'm not gonna like, you know, throw them around like they're, you know, garbage, but so I'm gonna go grab another one. It's black, so I don't know if it's gonna work as well or if it works better, but right before I had lost it, I kind of signed up to lose it. It was kind of like my fault anyways. I threw it over like this little grass area right here. I threw over that right there, and I hooked into a fish. He took me under, and I got stuck. He got off. I snapped off. You know, same old how you know. But I'm gonna tie on another one. Hopefully I can get one more fish in today's video, but I hope you guys are enjoying it so far. I'm trying to include like a little action shot in the GoPro footage to hopefully show you guys what this little 50-year-old lure is all about. But so far it's a hot day, but what I'm learning about this lure is that it's perfect around the edges, and if you learn how to work it with the right cadence, it's gonna be even better. So to be honest, I'm actually thinking that this is like really a perfect summertime lure, because my buddy was killing it the other week on a prop lure just like this one, but this one's smaller and catches dinks and bigs all the same. So hopefully we can hook up with a little bit bigger one today. Maybe we can always hope, right? But I'm gonna go tie on another one, get back out there, try to catch one more fish. I gotta go somewhere today, so I gotta wrap it up soon. I'll see you guys on the camera. All right guys, that's it for today's video. I want to say I'm really kind of impressed with a lure that's 50 years old. Caught 2 fish. I missed a whole lot more, but granted, these hooks are 50 years old. Again, you can't really expect a whole lot out of a 50-year-old lure, and you can't really expect it to be the most fish catching lure out there. But I had to cut it short today, guys, just because I got somewhere to be, stuff to do. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. It's just a little quick video on the Diamond Rattler, a lure from Captain Jim Strader. Got old Roland Martin on the front, right there, Roland Martin. Got a big old bag on Lake Seminole. So fun fact is, I actually know somebody who has connections with Roland Martin, and he sent him a picture of the lure that I gave, like, cause I gave him one just cause he's older and he's used this lure his whole life, but he hasn't seen one in 20, 30 years, he said. So I gave him one out of just being nice and stuff. He sent a picture to Roland Martin and he said, holy crap, that's one fish catching lure. And I said, sure, I literally have not tried it, and I've had it at my apartment here in Tallahassee for over a year, and I just have yet to try it. So I am actually liking the lure so far. I'm actually probably going to use it sometime as a lure just to catch fish, not as like a gimmick for like a video like we're doing today. It's genuinely a good lure. One thing I like about it is, so recently last weekend I went out fishing with my buddy Taylor, and he was using something called the Rapala X-Wrap prop bait. So what it is a lure just like I was using today, but skinnier and way longer. That lure I was using today was maybe 3 to 4 inches at most. What I think someone needs to make is a finesse prop bait version of that. So I am definitely throwing it out there that someone needs to make a finesse version of that bait for BFS guys, because there's already a finesse spy bait, like a 1/4 ounce spy bait from Jenko. They need to make a finesse version of one of those guys, and that's probably the smallest one I found to date. Today guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It was short, sweet, right to the point. Vintage fishing lure catches fish. I don't really know, I can't really link where you can get this lure down in the description besides eBay, and I don't know if it's real. Surprisingly enough, it's actually not that expensive on eBay, just because it's a not very commonly bought lure, because no one really knew about it. You have the things like the Devil's Horse, the X-Wrap prop baits, you got the Head and Torpedoes. I mean, there's already plenty of different lures on the market that people can buy versus this lure. And the only reason why you would buy this lure is for sentiment, and that's really why I'm keeping some of the lures myself, is for sentiment, because they were once my grandfather's lures, now they're my lures. I didn't get another fish to take a selfie with just so I could send to my grandma for that. It's okay, I'll make things look good anyways. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video for the very last time. If you guys haven't already, go check out the links in my description. It always helps me out and helps me getting closer to going to do this full time. Hope you guys enjoyed, and remember, fish fear me.